took a road trip to Oregon. I was hoping I could bust open a few rocks and look at the geology. I didn't do many videos, but I did take some pictures, and I thought I would put a picture or two up, provide some background narrative to it, and then see how it goes. This is about the Wallowa Terrane in eastern Oregon. Well, first off, let me acknowledge a couple sources for this project. The first was a Roadside Geology of Oregon book that's by Marley Miller, and the second was a book In Search of Ancient Oregon by Ellen Morris Bishop. Well, I had a chance to see a number of pretty interesting spots in Oregon, but this waterfall was probably my favorite. It's located on Falls Creek. It's at the base of the Wallowa Mountains, just a few miles south of Enterprise, Oregon, so it's not too hard to find. What's interesting about this exposure is that it's entirely Wallowa terrane. And to the right of the waterfall, you can see two formations of the terrane. The lighter sedimentary layers are limestone of the Martin Bridge Formation, and above the limestone are shale layers of the Hurwal Formation. Now, as Nick is fond of telling us, there's always two ages when it comes to these accreted terranes. The age when the rocks themselves were formed, and the age of accretion to the North American continent. And so it is with this exposure. Those limestones and those shales were formed sometime back in the Triassic, 250 to 200 million years ago, whereas the age of accretion of this terrane to the continent was, from what I've read, somewhere in the mid-Cretaceous, maybe 130 to 90 million years ago. Well, that's not the end of the story. As I was looking up at these exposures, I noticed two basaltic dikes intruding through the limestone and the shales. Well, these are basalt dikes from the Columbia River basalts, and these are mid-Miocene, like 15 million years ago. So when you look at this exposure, you're looking at three ages. You're looking at the Triassic, the mid-Cretaceous, and the mid-Miocene. A very interesting place. Well, for Nick Zentner, this is Tim Pate talking about the Wallowa Terrane and busting rocks with the best of them.